The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a jackalope folk warlock.
I'm Kim Cross, and I play Beatrix, a Tabaxi rogue.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch, a rat folk necromancer.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Zionci, a spiderkin cleric.
I'm Gary Hester, and I play Billy, a Folsom fighter.
And I'm Connor Shenold, your DM. Join us now for Tales from the Wilds.
As you all had been making your way downstairs, another murder takes place. Poor Lady J lies in the sitting room, her soul no longer on this plane, and as you section off the room from letting anybody get out of it, you begin to talk amongst those who are in the room. Your suspicions have turned to the kobold Whitaker. Twitch has summoned his shadow spawn as a preemptive measure, while Blackjack takes a look around the room and notices Rondura looking a little bit more nervous than she had a moment ago.
So while all of this was going on, as soon as we got into that room, Beatrix immediately went over to where Ouroboros is with Lady J, and is just standing there beside him, almost trying to keep a protective guard over him, fairly poofed and aggravated herself. So just keeping an eye on him, watching what all is going on, but that's where Beatrix is stationed.
As you are watching over Ouroboros, give me a perception check.
23.
So you notice as he is crying over Lady J's body, his once soft green skin is turning an icy blue color, and a deep chill fills the room as Ouroboros changes from a spring Eladrin into a winter Eladrin.
Oh, and Beatrix knows she can't really do anything about it, but just can't help herself and just bends down and gives him a little hug and an "Oh, sweetie, I am so sorry."
Find who did this and make them pay.
My thoughts exactly.
While this is going on, can I retrieve Spider Vin?
Yes.
I'm gonna try something, guys. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna take Spider Vin, and I am going to go over to Whitaker. Whitaker, we believe you. We don't think you've had anything to do with this, but I need you to do me a favor. And I put my hand on his shoulder. As I put my hand on his shoulder, I want Spider Vin to go and get on his shoulder. I can do a sleight of hand if you would like.
Yes. And then Whitaker, roll your perception.
And I'm gonna give myself guidance. I got a 23.
You did beat me. I got a natural 20 for a 21.
So I just put my hand on his shoulder and let Spider-Man kind of crawl just on your shoulder, because I don't want him to do anything. I just want him to be there. I say, listen, do you remember Mallory Margot? You served her at the party.
Yeah.
Yes, all right. I need you to go get her and bring her here. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Excellent. And then I let him leave, and while Spider-Man's going to kind of look through it. That's the only reason I am bugging the kobold. I am literally bugging the kobold.
Yeah. You want to see if he does the thing that you have asked him to do.
I also need to see Mallory right now because the person has changed who Mallory just turned into.
So like if Jaska would turned back to Jaska, maybe.
If one of the pairing is dead, then...
And had turned back into her original form.
So as you send Whitaker out to go collect Mallory, you watch through Spider-Vin's eyes as he goes up to her, tells her her presence is needed, and both of them make their way back.
In the meantime, I'm going to look over at Rondura, and I'm going to say, Rondura,
Yes.
it's time that you tell the truth.
I'm going to have my shadow spawn slowly, nonchalant, and get behind Rondura.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. We know that it was you that was trying to blackmail the Duke.
Not trying, successfully blackmailing.
And we're going to do more. We do know this.
You see her face pale considerably, and she darts a glance over at Oribos. However, Oribos seems to be too consumed in his grief to really be paying attention. And she looks back at you, and I just wanted to have him step down, maybe.
But it's more personal than that. There's something more. We can tell. You were trying to not only get him to step down, but it was for personal reasons, not like you had any problem with his rule. There was something about it. What was it?
I was feeling a little taken advantage of by him, if you must know. It's my work that sees the money go where it needs to in the city, whereas he gets to sit high up in his manor and not lift a finger.
Here's the thing. Although, let's say, you didn't have a hand on the knife here, so to speak. You knew that the person that you were inviting into this manor was capable of murder. Even if you didn't think they would do it, you knew they could. You knew they would. So, I'm just saying, you're a little accomplice-y. Either way, we are not friends.
Also, you do know the person who held that dagger. You've had a meeting with them. Does the term, Oribos, I know your secrets, mean anything to you?
I thought the showrunner and I were on the same page of just knocking down the Duke, not whatever it is that has happened.
You knew it was capable. You cannot invite in a lion as a pet and then get mad when the lion attacks you.
Regardless of whether or not you knew or even thought you might know, it's been done. Now, unless you want to get into even more trouble, I recommend you tell us who is the showrunner.
She looks at your group and opens her mouth, and around that time, the door opens to let in Mallory and Whitaker, and her eyes slide past you towards the two at the door. And once again, her face goes white, and she points a finger at Whitaker. It was him. He's the showrunner.
What? Huh? I'll leave for a second. I brought back.
Your shadow spawn, grab Mallory.
Exactly.
Yes.
Your shadow
Shadow
spawn
spawn.
going to grab Mallory.
And an insight check on Rondura.
I'd like to do that as well if I could.
Okay.
An 11.
Even with my good insight,
9.
that's bad. Yeah.
So, as Rondora points her finger at Whitaker, Twitch sends over his shadow spawn to grab a hold of Mallory.
What is the meaning of this?
Mallory, do you know who we are?
Of course I know you are.
No. Do you know who we are?
I believe your name is Blackjack, this is Beatrix, the little cute one is Billy.
Right. And where did we meet?
We met in the ballroom.
Where did Beatrix and I meet?
I don't believe you told me that.
Here's the problem. You know where Beatrix and I met.
There are more important things to talk about than how you and Beatrix met.
Because you were there.
There has been two murders! Were you not going to tell me about Lady J?
Someone wasn't obviously doing their job keeping everybody downstairs safe while we were investigating.
You were in charge of this group. I was in charge of everybody else. And let me tell you, everybody else is alive. And well fed.
From your insights earlier of when Rondura told you that Whitaker is the showrunner, you believe she was telling the truth.
Whitaker, it's time to drop it. I'm sorry, Mallory. Twitch, tell your shadow spawn to grab Whitaker.
The shadow spawn fades back into the shadows and moves around to close to Whitaker and steps out and screams. Everyone within 30 feet needs to give a wisdom saving throw.
And at this point, you also see Whitaker turn invisible.
Oh, I only got a 13.
Is it still a wisdom save, correct?
Wisdom
Yes.
save.
Oh no.
26.
10.
15?
19.
Anyone over 16 succeeded, and you're fine.
Mallory and Billy both failed.
If you failed, you have the fear condition, and if my shadow spawn attacks you, it has advantage. Every turn you get to reroll if we go into initiative.
And you see that Whitaker is no longer there.
When my shadow spawn stepped out to Whitaker and screamed, any creature within 5 feet has its movement reduced to 20.
Okay.
The only thing that hasn't changed, Spider Vin. So, yeah, I'm going to walk just very quickly to see if I can find out where Whitaker is. Is he running?
Yes.
All right, he's running. We have to follow him. Somebody pick me up because I can't do anything when I'm working.
I don't know how much you weigh.
I don't think I actually weigh that much.
Can Beatrix just pick him up?
I weigh 95 pounds.
Blackjack, do you want me to just pick you up and haul you along? Okay.
Beatrix carries Blackjack bridal style.
And I'm guiding you as we're going. Rondura,
You're still in trouble.
yes. Mallory, I think you should join us.
Oh, of course. We have evidence. Fleeing suspect.
Good.
An accusation.
You pick up Billy.
You do not need to pick me up. You just extend an arm. I will scamper, and he will ride her shoulder.
And we're dashing.
Okay. So you all take off running, entering back into the ballroom, and you see a few people once again have been shoved out of the way by some invisible force. Blackjack, as you're keeping an eye through Spider-Vin's many eyes, you see Whitaker take a dash through the kitchen and into the pantry and into the wine cellar. And as he gets down into the wine cellar, it's really dark down there. Whitaker moves towards the very back end and hits a wall in which he taps a few sequences and the wall opens. He heads inside and you lose track of Vin.
He's gone into the wine cellar. He's gone through some wall. I've lost Vin. I've lost Vin.
So, descending the stairs in a rush, you find yourselves in a sparsely lit wine cellar. The shelves are large and imposing in the dark light, and the further you try to peer into the room, the darker it seems to get, as it seems as if this many shelves together don't allow for much light in here. But Blackjack, you know that he had rushed to the very far end of the cellar.
Since I've lost Vin, I'm going to come back to myself and I am going to cast light on my hands so that we can see as Beatrix is still carrying me. Only because it's going to take time for you to put me down. So this way I'm just kind of guiding you toward the thing.
You do see whatever passage that was opened is still open.
Keep going, right into there. He's leading us somewhere. Unfortunately, it could be our deaths. Onwards.
You all charge through this passageway, and you end up in a very familiar dungeon. One that you saw in Orobos's secret memory.
Am I back to being able to see Vin?
Yeah, you see that he had to make a jump for it, and he is no longer on Whitaker.
Do I know why he jumped? Is he inside the dungeon?
Yeah, he's inside the dungeon, and he's dangling off of a little spider web.
Okay, Vin, get him back on my shoulders.
Okay, so Beatrix is still just running.
I have a feeling this is going to lead to that same cell.
More than likely. Let's keep running.
So you push past the gate that you saw in your memories earlier and rush down the long, dark hallway, the only light seeming to be from Blackjack's light spell. And you take a turn to the left, and you do see that familiar cell in which you saw Ulysses with the Dragonborn earlier. However, this doesn't seem to be the end of this dungeon.
We'll keep going as far as we can.
You head off through the twists and turns that this dungeon takes, and finally you hit a large metal door, which seems to be the only way forward.
All right, Beatrix, you could probably put me down now. Beatrix, why don't you check out this door?
16.
You notice that this door is locked.
Pick it, and I will give you guidance again.
Oh, thank you. 21.
So with that, you pull out your thieves' tools, slide them into the lock, and it very quickly opens up. You push the door open, and it seems as if you're in some type of treasury room. Large piles of gold and magic items fill up this large room. Standing on the gold, you see a familiar white kobold He speaks an incantation, and before him you see a spark light up into the air, and it gets bigger and bigger, and this purple lightning begins to form. Coming from it, you see what appears to be a dragon made entirely of lightning.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/RedDirtDnD. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at RedDirtDnD.com or RedDirtRPG.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at RedDirtRPG.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
Stepping into the room, you see Whitaker finishing up an incantation, and what appears to be a dragon made purely out of lightning begins to form. Whitaker turns to you.
The lot of you are such fools. From Orbos the liar, who covered up his love story just to protect his own career, to Ceos, who the cowardly god who hasn't even shown his face. And even you non-nobles, you commoners, were so wrapped up in finding your own friend that you couldn't even see what was right in front of you. Now we find ourselves here, and you might be thinking, yeah, we won, we did it. We found the murderer. But did you really? Did you really? The blooded Daisy, Lady J, even Whitaker. All on your hands. You kill me, makes no difference. I've completed my job. So, I ask you now, who is really important?
Everybody roll initiative.
You still have Gift of Alacrity.
Unfortunately, we're all down 20 HP.
That is true.
Twitch.
5.
Billy.
13.
Blackjack.
18.
Beatrix.
19.
Whitaker,
11.
and Ziansi.
Natural 1, but I have a whip of warning, so with advantage it's a 19.
Oh, what's your next? I think it's
+4.
Plus 4.
Rollies.
Rolly.
3.
13.
Ziansi first.
Good.
So it is going to be my dragon's turn as it rushes over 30 feet and flies the extra 10 feet towards Beatrix.
Ow!
Beatrix, it is going to try and make a slam attack against you. It's a modified 19 to hit.
Hits.
18 bludgeoning damage
Uncanny dodge.
plus
9.
14 lightning damage.
So she can have the whole thing? Well, cause
Yeah, 'cause that's all one
That's all one attack. 32, 16.
And then its next attack is going to be at, is it Billy that's in front of Blackjack?
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be at you, Billy. That's a 26 to hit. So that's 13 bludgeoning damage, 2 lightning damage. And then it's going to use its bonus action to teleport right in front of Ziansi. Everybody within 5 feet of it, you actually just take 1 lightning damage. Ziansi, it's your turn.
Ziansi casts a 2nd level Cure Wounds on Beatrix for max healing, 18 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Then Ziansi is going to move forward about 15 feet.
You will get an attack of opportunity.
Aha!
That's a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
I've got quick reflexes.
So 10 bludgeoning damage plus 11 lightning damage.
Wow. Okay. That's my turn.
Beatrix.
Beatrix will run over to the dragon and attempt some slashing action. 19,
That hits.
28. And then I will scooch away.
Okay, Blackjack.
Where's Whitaker?
The blue mini over at the very end.
How far away are you?
95.
First off, we're going to cast Misty Step and move me 30 feet closer to Whitaker, outside of the range of the dragon. Move me 30 feet closer to Whitaker. Eldritch Blasts. Could I have had Spider Vin on me? On my shoulder still?
Yeah.
It's just a regular tiny little spider. Can you please move him 20 feet closer to Whitaker? 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
15 points of force damage.
Okay.
24 to hit.
That'll hit.
15 points of force damage.
Did you roll max on both of those?
10 on both of them. I am mad. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, Billy.
We slash. We're just gonna roll 3 attacks at once. So first one is a force. Second one is a 23.
That hits.
And the third one is only an 18.
That hits.
This is for the Sword of Stone and Mud, which is that second hit. 13 damage. And then Baby Sword, so I would love to see if this does any damage, is only 5.
It does damage.
Okay, last turn.
Showrunner.
And I'm also trying to intimidate you into fighting me.
Okay, good. He's gonna make an attack at you as he basically generates this almost like dragon's lightning breath and throws it at you. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
32 points of lightning damage.
Ow. Yeah, 32, 20. Oh my gosh. Does he escape? Did I feel like that was a range attack?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to appear behind you. 5 feet.
5 feet behind me? Like right here?
Like within in adjacent.
In melee?
In melee.
Yes.
He'll kind of look over you and say, "Oh, you're making a mistake."
Probably.
Best turn.
Twitch.
Well, let's start with my shadow spawn. Okay. Come around here, just because it's an arbitrary location, and he's going to swing his hand through the air and try to stab it into the dragon. And that's going to be a nat 20. So, 18 points of cold damage.
Okay.
So, for my move, Twitch is going to step away a little bit.
Okay. He already used his reaction for Ziansi,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you're
he
good.
did. So I'm out. And then a casting Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
Intelligence save, please.
That is a 17.
It will take half of 9. And that's my turn.
So it is my dragon's turn again. First attack at Billy is a natural 20.
Oh.
So that's 17 bludgeoning damage and 29 lightning damage.
I have 3 hit points right now.
And it is going to use its bonus action to appear behind Zionci. Both Zionci and Twitch, you're going to take 4 lightning damage, and Zionci, it's going to try and take a swipe at you.
Okay.
And that's only going to be a 12 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. And Zionci, it's your turn.
Billy gets a little cross-eyed.
Yeah, I know. See what happened to Billy.
The lightning.
See what happened to Billy. We're going to change our plan. We'll do healing word, 10 points of healing. And then Zionci's going to turn and stab with the dagger at the dragon. There's a natural 18 plus 4. And then going to infuse it with poison. 7 points of piercing and 6 points of poison on the dragon. And we're done.
Beatrix.
Gonna run up and try to slash the dragon again. 27 to hit.
That hits.
36.
Okay.
And back out of the way from whence I came.
Blackjack.
Now we're playing chess with this guy.
Yeah.
First off, one spell, greater invisibility. Can Vin get on top of the showrunner now?
Yes.
Get him on it. I am going to move 30 feet to my left. Bonus action. I could have done this as well with that because it wouldn't take an opportunity attack. I couldn't get an opportunity attack anyway because I'm invisible. But 20-foot hop diagonally up and to the left. Pass turn.
Billy.
I am going to bonus action. Second wind. 6. Action. Somewhere in my notes somewhere, I have the list of stuff we have. What potion do I have?
You should have at least one superior.
And how many?
Yes.
What is?
That's 8d4 plus 8.
Okay. I'm going to spend my entire action drinking that potion.
Okay.
We're back up to 41, folks.
Nice.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Showrunner, it's your turn.
I need Twitch and Zionci to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I rolled off of a 20. Oh.
Twitch took it from you.
A total of a 6. I was in front.
Twitch took your 20.
I did. Oh, but I was totally in front of you, so it makes perfect sense on the board.
So Zionci, you're going to take 25 lightning damage when I cast Lightning Bolt, so you're going to take 12. Also, you do need to make Constitution save, because Shadow Spawn is a concentration spell.
18 on the con to save.
Okay, cool. The showrunner will say, "How about you help your friends, Blackjack, instead of focusing on me?" And on my turn.
Twitch, it's your turn.
Let's get reckless. Twitch is gonna pop back one.
Okay, you will take an opportunity attack. So 17.
Yeah, you hit me.
So 7 bludgeoning and 6 lightning.
Twitch goes, I have an idea. I'm gonna step backwards and falls over dead.
Do you really?
Unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Shadow Spawn fades away. I'm in saving throws.
Okay, up to my dragon. It is going to use its bonus action to teleport between Billy and Beatrix. So both of you will take 1 point of lightning damage, and it will try and do a slam attack at Beatrix. That is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
4 bludgeoning damage and 7 lightning damage. And then 1 attack at Billy, 16 to hit.
It's exactly.
Okay. So 14 bludgeoning damage.
Good thing I drank that potion.
Ooh, and 16 lightning damage.
Ooh. I'm back down to 10.
Zionci.
Zionci is going to cast Mass Healing Word. Everybody gets 15 hit points.
Oh,
Wow.
yay.
Does Blackjack?
Blackjack is actually out of range, I think.
Oh.
Do I get it?
Yes, so everybody gets 15 hit points, all the allies.
That was a good spell.
And then we are going to drop the dagger I have, pick up my short bow, and shoot at the dragon, imbuing it with a natural 19. Going to shoot with the short bow and infuse it with some divine poison. It's only a total of 4 points of damage.
And Beatrix.
14.
Gonna miss.
Move me away.
10, 15.
Give me 25.
Okay.
Blackjack, it's
All
your
right.
turn.
Second spell, Synaptic Static. I need an intelligence save.
6.
8d6 damage. 23 points of psychic damage. For 1 minute, you have muddled thoughts. During that time, you roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from your attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. You can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of your turn to end the effect. Can you move me 15 feet toward Connor? Turn.
Billy.
Ah! And we'll try to attack him again. Okay. That's only a 17.
That hits.
Heck yeah. 14.
That misses.
So this is the Sword of Mud and Stone. 13 damage. But then the baby sword, let's see how baby sword do. Over 20.
That hits.
I'm also going to, when you hit with a melee weapon, which I just did with baby sword, use his superiority die, and the target is going to make a DC 14 wisdom save or be frightened until the end of my next turn. Menacing attack. So I roar at him with my little possum roar.
Okay. I only got a 6.
So he is frightened until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And he took 11 damage from the baby sword. And then say, hey, leave Mr. Twitch alone. He's just a nice little rat man. Custard.
Showrunner.
My turn is pretty simple. I'm going to cast Darkness right here. And I'm going to hide in it. That's my turn. As the showrunner is hiding in the darkness.
Twitch.
I'm going to get up and back at you and hit him with Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
13.
That's gonna miss.
I'm going to maneuver around over here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So, a fight has broken down in the vault room of Bleakburn Manor. You have figured out that Whitaker is the mastermind behind everything that has been happening. But you still have a ways to go before you're able to defeat him.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Wilds is Connor Shenold as Jaska and our Dungeon Master, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Kiri Hester as Billy, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Zionsi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. The showrunner for Campaign 2 is Aidan Cross. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician PJ Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of Monument Studios, Sirenscape, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you enjoy the new campaign of Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the wilds. I want Spider-Ben to go and get on his shoulder.
You've been bugged.
So you've been arachnided.
I have too many legends in here.
That's the name of the next book.
Too many
Too
legends.
many legends. Does the term Oribos, I know your secrets, mean anything to you?
This man had an arrow in his shoulder.
That hurt. Really bad.
Maybe you should check more doors for more traps.
We did from that moment on. The only thing that hasn't changed, Spider-Ben.
Spider-Ben.
Spider-Ben. Every time. Can
weigh-
Beatrix just pick him up?
Yeah,
Probably.
I weigh 95 pounds.
You still have to be in a booster seat.
Okay.
What a time to learn that Blackjack's a twink.
Okay,
I
so
tell you, I'm tiny. I'm skinny. I'm
right.
I'm a rabbit.
do you, Blackjack, do you want me to just pick you up and haul you
Beatrix
along?
carries Blackjack bridal style.
Yes, and I'm guiding you as we're going. So I'm
We'll discuss this later.
Mallory, I think you should join us.
Oh, of course. We have evidence. Fleeing suspect.
Good.
An accusation.
You pick up Billy.
Excellent. This is really weird. Kiri.
It's Billery. Can this be the moment we're all running through doors in a hallway?
Scooby-Doo music. As soon as he said her run, I wanted Scooby-Doo music.
With 60s pop music going.
There you go.
Montage.
He's gone into the wine cellar. He's gone through some wall. I've lost Vin.
You saw the sequence.
I did.
What's the sequence?
You know the one that was used to get into Diagon Alley?
Yes.
That one.
Diagonally? Did he say diagonally?
Did you say diagonally?
Yeah, you hit the right diagonally.
Diagonally.
As soon as we get there, I say,
8675309.
am I back to being able to see Vin?
Yeah, you see that he had to make a jump for it, and he's no longer on Whitaker.
Vin, you coward! You're now carrying Blackjack, who is carrying Vin.
I was doing okay until the spider.
Now you're over your encumbrance limit and you're slow.
We're not playing with those rules either?
Right.
Okay, fine.
Old first edition rules. All right. Beatrix, you could probably put me down now, and I thank you for holding me. And
Will you guys stop it? We gotta go.
Blackjack.
No shadows
Says-
for wretches.
No, all right. Okay.
Whitaker?
11.
Oh, man.
Don't call him that.
Sorry, showrunner.
We're going to call him Putz. Good honk.
I think I'll make a monk.
Bessie!
Bard.
I'm thinking a barbarian would be cool.
No,
I'd
I'm
be
barbarian.
Are you barbarian?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm barbarian.
Maybe
Best-
a bard.
Those are our...
Like a singing cowboy bard.
When we all die in this fight.
We're all
That's
coming up with
what we're all
characters who
gonna
will
make, yeah.
die in this fight. Yeah.
Bessie the Highlander cow, who's also a barbarian. Remember this?
If we get close to dying,
So
I'm going
there's
to
a-
grab a key and sneeze.
You guys are fine.
There's a
So you'll be
I'm
the
just
one
going
to
to
come
pop
back
out and then I'll pop back
You'll be
in.
the one to
and-
come back and tell our new characters what's going on. And
Exactly.
what we have to do, yeah.
I've got that new key.
I heard the
so-
DM say, over in the corner, there are 4 people tied up, bound and gagged. It's going to be us and our new characters.
Oh, my.
So much for the non-violent way.
We choose violence.
Every time. Everybody within 5 feet of it, you actually just take 1 lightning damage.
Because it's basically giving off sparks.
Beatrix is perpetually poofed.
Yeah.
Static in this room.
Static electricity.
And
Billy gets a little cross-eyed.
Yeah, I know. See what happened to
From
Billy.
the lightning.
See what happened to Billy. We're going to change our plan.
You smell burnt possum. And it smells a little good. You're confused by this.
it's cooked meat.
It smells like bananas Foster, because Billy smells like bananas.
Very nice.
There you go.
That's very true.
I do want you guys to all remember that Billy is over here coughing up blood onto his big Elizabethan ruff.
Oh,
We're still wearing our...
that's true. I'm still a pirate queen.
You learned that from another kobold, didn't you?
I did. Yes, I did. There was a time I ran into this kobold named Connor.